We have to continue to elect more socialists. We have to continue to elect more socialists. We have to continue to elect more socialists.
Please repeat after me. I, Zohran Mamdani,
I, Zohran Mamdani,
do solemnly swear
that
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
I will support the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the State of New York.
Oh, I see you're back. Well, welcome back to Political Detox. And today we're breaking down Mamdani, the Socialist Connection. Right now, the eyes of the country are on City Hall because as of today, January 1st, 2026, Zohran Mamdani has officially been inaugurated as the 112th mayor of New York City. This isn't just a local story, it's a national signal, and you can tell by the power players standing on the stage. You've got Bernie Sanders administering the oath, you've got Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez delivering the opening, you've got Letitia James, Jumaane, and Mark Levine standing in lockstep. Even Governor Kathy Hochul, Nydia Velasquez, and the outgoing Eric Adams are all in the mix. But here's a summary of what's really happening. The health is now moving like they own the whole block. They're standing behind Zohran Mamdani, acting like they're the servants of the people, while they're really trying to rewrite the deed to your life. I'm about to show you how the specific cast is using the neighborhood to build a human shield around a socialist agenda designed to turn the employer into the mark of a long con. So don't move because we're pulling the curtain back on this takeover right now. So the keys are handed over and the crowd goes wild. Though a lot of those cheers were for the man getting trapped by the new administration. It's easy to get lost in confetti, but check the stage. It's not a celebration, it's a lineup. You see AOC up there telling the crowd that New York chose courage over fear, while the cast of characters waits for their cut of the American dream you're paying for. Just watch the cast.
Importantly, I also ask that we consider today an inauguration for each one of us, too. The nearly 8.5 million New Yorkers who make up the greatest city on earth. Because it is the people of New York City who have chosen historic, ambitious leadership in response to untenable and unprecedented times. New York, we have chosen courage over fear. We have chosen prosperity for the many over spoils for the few. And when the entrenched ways would rather have us dig in our feet and seek refuge in the past, we have chosen instead to turn towards making a new future for all of us.
They talk about justice for the cameras, but in their own meetings, they use a different language. Zohran Mamdani has been caught on video telling his people not to compromise on seizing the means of production. That's straight out of the Marx playbook. They want the government to run grocery stores, housing, and buses. It's the ultimate game, making the citizens feel like strangers in their own city while the servants run a rally in the front yard. They aren't answering to you, they're managing you. And what this really is his forced redistribution of the city's wealth, translated from the literal language of Karl Marx. And if you let them own the Karl Marx formula, they own your future. Listen to the math.
What the purpose is about this entire project is not simply to raise class consciousness, but to win socialism. And obviously raising class consciousness is a critical part of that, but making sure that we have candidates that both understand that and are willing to put that forward at every which moment that they have, at every which opportunity that they're given. We have to continue to elect more socialists, and we have to ensure that we are unapologetic about our socialism. There are also other issues that we firmly believe in, whether it's BDS, right? Or whether it's the end goal of seizing the means of production, where we do not have the same level of support at this very moment. And what I want to say is that it is critical that in the way that we organize, in the way that we set up our work and our priorities, that we do not leave any one issue for the other, that we do not meet a moment and only look at what people are ready for, but that we are doing both of these things in tandem, because it is critical for us to both meet people where they're at and to also organize for what is correct and for what is right, and to ensure that over time we can bring people to that issue. The ramifications of victory here is the difference between life and death for so many of our brothers and sisters and family beyond the binary across this borough of Queens. It's the difference between having cash bail anymore or not. It's the difference between having sex work be decriminalized. And with every battle that we fight as socialists, we need to remember what the stakes are and ground ourselves in them, and why those stakes are important and critical to us as individuals.
Now that you heard that, he didn't say poverty relief or job growth. He used the literal technical language of a communist manifesto. That's an 1848 play being run as a 2026 reality. If they own the means, they own the math. And if they own the math, you aren't an employer anymore. You're just a line item that they can delete. Check out this final move.
My fellow New Yorkers, today begins a new era. I stand before you, moved by the privilege of taking this sacred oath, humbled by the faith that you have placed in me, and honored to serve as either your 111th or 112th mayor of New York City. But I do not stand alone. I stand alongside you, the tens of thousands of you gathered here in Lower Manhattan, warmed against the January chill by the resurgent flame of hope. I stand alongside countless more New Yorkers watching from cramped kitchens in Flushing and barbershops in East New York, from cell phones propped against the dashboards of parked taxicabs at LaGuardia, from hospitals in Mott Haven and libraries in El Barrio that have too long known only neglect. I stand alongside construction workers in steel-toed boots and halal cart vendors whose knees ache from working all day. I stand alongside neighbors who carry a plate of food to the elderly couple down the hall, those in a rush who still lift strangers' strollers up subway stairs, and every person who makes the choice day after day, even when it feels impossible.
Subscribe if you're with me on this one. Leave a comment to let the neighborhood know you're awake. Click that link above, because I'm gonna dive deep into what possible outcomes could result for the city of New York and across the country if we let these socialists and communists take over. And let's keep fleshing out the deceit, for the American project depends on it. See you there.
New York, we have chosen courage over fear. We have chosen prosperity for the many over spoils for the few. And when the entrenched ways would rather have us dig in our feet and seek refuge in the past, we have chosen instead to turn towards making a new future for all of us. In Zohran Mamdani, we have chosen a mayor who is relentlessly dedicated to making life not just possible, but aspirational for working people. New York City has chosen the ambitious pursuit of universal childcare, affordable rent and housing, and clean and dignified public transit for all. And we have chosen that over the distractions of bigotry and the barbarism of extreme income inequality.